Remember, you can pause anytime you need. 可以随时按下暂停键。Make sure have your tools ready.
Okay, today we are going to do the pencil crayon join. Okay, so make sure you have the dry media paper, not the watercolor paper. Okay, has to be dry media paper. It could be sketch pad or mixed media paper, either one. Okay, then we start with the pencil. Today we are going to have to design the plants. Okay, so the plants doesn't have to be the real plants. So that's how we're gonna do for today. Okay, so first I want you to divide your paper into 3 boxes. Okay, so it doesn't have to be the same. So 1, 2, see, I make the middle one smaller so you can change the layout. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 3 boxes. And we have to have a ground line. So about 3 fingers. About. You don't have to do exactly the same. About 3 to 4 finger width from the bottom. So that is my ground level. Okay, so we are going to do the vests or pops at the bottom here to make sure you touch the ground. So now I want to design 3 different pots. Okay, so make sure it looks like the 3D. So cylinder or square or rectangular. Okay, if you want to do the cylinder, make sure the line is curved. So make sure you have them over the ground line. Make sure you have them over the ground line. Okay, and as I say, that is the 3D. So you have the side and the depth. And I have to stop here because we are going to grow something on the top. Okay, so keep the same idea. You are going to create the rest of 2 with different shape. Okay, I don't want to see everyone or any one of you are doing the 3 same pops. That looks boring. So try to create 3 different shapes. So we're done with the first one. Now think about the other 2. Remember the last week we did the watercolor? Okay, we already create 2, right? So now I want to think another 2 for these 2 boxes. Could be any shape, just like I say, that's a cylinder. I can have the spear. And make sure the top is open so we can grow something, right? If you don't leave the top open, how can you grow something? Okay, so I want to make sure my spear can stand. So I'm going to add something like the foot to make my spear standing on the table. Okay, so I got 1, 2, and my last one. My last one looks like the rectangular, but it's more like the bottle. So 3D shape, everyone, 3D shape. Okay, finish the bottle. make sure all of them looks like 3D. Nothing look flat. When you're done, erase the box that we don't need it, leave the floor, leave the ground label, okay? Leave this one, and we erase the vertical line. Okay, but in between the pots, you have to erase the ground line because it has to be covered. We won't see it, it's behind. Okay, so before you start, I want you to look at my first one, okay? I don't ask you to copy, okay? I don't ask you to copy, okay? I just want to do my first one, and you know what we are gonna do for today, okay? So we are going to design a plant, but not the real plant, okay? So see my first one. My plant is actually a dog. I'm going to do a dog. Okay, so which means you can create anything. Maybe swamp, maybe a robot, maybe a cell phone, maybe a television, maybe a video game. Okay, it doesn't have to be something alive. I want you to be a little bit crazy, to think, to create something that it might happen. It might not happen. Okay, so I want you to think. Okay, so don't be rushed. You are not going to copy mine, okay? You are not going to copy mine. So I just finished my first one, and I'm going to close my pot. Close it. I'm going to add the small tail to complete my dog. Okay, now I give you 5 minutes to think, to create what kind of plants that you want to glow, and what you think that looks cool and you never seen, and people might say, wow, how can you think of that? Okay, now go ahead. And of course, you can decorate your pot or the background, your choice. You can add in the background or add in the patterns. It's all by your choice. Okay, so when you finish, you can trace or you don't have to trace. Okay, so if you think after tracing can make my drawing looks better, then you can go ahead to trace.
Before you start to tracing, we have to know about the lightweight. So that's my thick marker. So you have to trace it with something big or something huge. Okay? And I'm going to trace with my fine marker. It's very common marker that you use at home. I usually trace it with a medium-sized stuff. Okay? For something medium. And I have the thin marker. It's just like the needle. Okay? So that is helping me to trace something super tiny. But what if you don't have the thin marker? No worry, you can use the pencil crayon to trace. It looks like the thin marker as well. So I trace that for something teeny, for something small. Sounds good? Okay, so that is the example. So you see the number 1 is which has a different lightweight. But number 2 and number 3, I only use one single marker to trace, so it doesn't look like professional, right? So today I want you to try to use different size of the marker to create the different lightweight on your drawing. Okay, now you can go ahead to start to trace. Make sure you are using different size of the tracing marker or pencil crayon to help you to create different lightweight on your joint. Be patient while you are tracing, okay? Because the tracing marker is not allow you to fix or erase. So try to be more careful. Okay, when you're done with the tracing, it's the time for you to erase the pencil line. But what if you don't trace? Then you can clarify to clean up the line that you don't need it from your paper. Okay, so that before we start to color, you have to make sure there is no extra pencil lines on your drawing paper, because those lines were going to make your drawing looks unprofessional. It will make your drawing looks a little bit messy. Okay, because people will know, okay, so what's line 4? And you can just describe, oh, sorry, I forgot to erase. It is not professional, right? So that's why before we start to color, you have to make sure there is no extra pencil lines, or you have to erase all the line that you don't need it. Okay, only leave the line that we are going to present to other people. So let's be patient to look at this one by one and double check, do I have something missing? Make sure our paper is clean. Okay, then before we color, we have to learn. Okay, this time we are going to learn about the blending color. It also means mixed color. So you have to use 2 color to mix, right? So you have to choose 2 pencil crayon, 2 pencil color you like. Okay, so I'm going to choose the green and
blue. Okay, so you also can choose the other two color you really like. Okay, you don't have to do the same thing. You just practice the skill with me. Okay, so first, before we blend in the color, we have to do the color volume. So we have to do dark, medium, light for each color. Okay, so like this, dark, medium, and light. Same for the other color, but we have to do it upside down. Okay, so mirror it. So we start from dark, medium, light, from left to right. And this time I'm going to dark to light from right to left. So dark, medium, and light. Okay, now we have to join the color together. And the middle part, the light part, they are going to overlap to each other. Look how I'm doing it. So I start from one color, dark, medium, and light. Okay, I make sure the color looks smooth. Okay, then the other color, dark, on the other side, medium, and light. See, I overlap my first color and mixing them. So this part, the middle part, they're joined and mixed together. Okay, so that's the final result, how they looks like at the end. Okay, so dark, medium, and light, and stop. So leave here white because I'm going to color with the blue. Okay, so I'm start from here, dark, medium, and overlap the green color and mix them with light blue and stop. Okay, so that's the final result it should looks like. And mixing the color at the middle, but both sides they have their own color. So green is green, blue is blue, only mix the color at the middle. Okay, so that issue looks like on your joint. Okay, so now going to grab your pencil crayons, and you might need a sharpener because we might need that very often. Okay, and so you can use anytime you need. Okay, so first you have to choose any color you like to match your design. Okay, so I want you to practice dark, medium, and light. So make sure there's no white space on the edge. Okay, from the other side, dark, medium, and light. Okay, so practice that. I want to see at this 5 area has dark, medium, and light. Okay, and the second thing, just like we just learned, to grab 2 colors, one dark, one light. Okay, make sure they are usable. Okay, so one light, one dark. So we are doing the same, dark, medium, and light. And choose another color, dark, medium, and overlaps and getting brighter, and mix 2 colors together. Okay, no white space, clean it up. Okay, so that's we gonna do for today. Mix 2 color, blend in. Okay, so the same, I want to see at this 5 colors, 5 parts has mixed color. Okay, So 5 place for color value, dark, medium, light. 5 place for mixed color. Okay, so 5, 5. Now you can go ahead. Okay, so when you finish all the colorings, and make sure you got 5 dark, medium, light, and 5 mixed color. Now we have to do something under the bottle. Okay, it has to be the shadow. So what color for the shadow? What color for the shadow? The shadow will have a fresh, colorful colors? No, the shadow always something has non-color, such as gray color, black color, something that is without the coloring. Okay, so I choose blue gray to color dark, medium, light. So I don't want my shadow look so bright. It should be dark. Okay, under, not too big, just right under the thing that you have, under the butt, under the bottle, a little bit dark, medium, light. Okay, and I don't want to color the table, but I want to color something to separate the table and the background. So any color you like. So let me choose the color that you can see. Let me use the pink. Okay, so dark, medium, light, not all the way up, just right there. A little bit like here. To separate the background and the table. Even that is the background, we still want to keep the color looks clean and neat. Okay, and since this is the clear bottle, so I can see some pink color inside my bottle because it's made by the glass. You can see through it, so you can see some background color. If you have the glass material, then you should see some color behind. Make sense? Okay, and don't forget to sign the name when you are finished, okay? And 2020 is February.
When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，更写上日期。Don't forget to take a photo of your drawing and send it to us. 不要忘记帮你的作品拍上照片寄给我们哦。And don't forget to clean out the table before you go. 不要忘记清洁你的桌子哦。Bye bye, see you next time.